Dangerous chase ends in Inglewood after suspect weaves through traffic, drives on rim. He jumped out of the car, then the driver tested the door of a white truck in hopes of stealing it, but the door was locked. South Los Angeles. Friday evening, November 8, 2024. The suspect was in a stolen vehicle speeding on surface streets and even veering off the sidewalk during the chase. The chase began around 4 p.m. Friday with the suspect driving recklessly through South Los Angeles. The driver was aggressively weaving through traffic, driving the wrong way on some streets and cutting right in front of a metro bus. The driver was recklessly driving through the local streets. At one point, the vehicle lost its front tire on the driver's side, sending sparks flying off the rim as the driver hurtled down local streets. Although the car lost its front tire on the driver's side, the driver did not stop and continued driving the car, rushing through the local streets. The car was a silver Hyundai Sonata. The driver eventually stopped and he and a female passenger jumped out of the silver vehicle. The driver tested the door of a nearby white truck in hopes of stealing it, but the door was locked. The pair ran down several streets, but were eventually tracked down by pursuing sheriff's deputies near East 66th and J Streets. After the couple ran several blocks to escape police, they were quickly tracked down by sheriff's deputies near East 66th and J Streets. The man ran quickly to escape officers, but was caught by an officer. Got chase ends in violent crash in Pico Union. Suspect wanted for armed robbery leads authorities on wild chase in Los Angeles. Los Angeles, California. October 31st, 2024. Two armed robbery suspects fled in a silver SUV as police pursued them for several miles before a violent crash in the Pico Union neighborhood. The silver SUV was speeding along surface streets, at times driving on the wrong side of the road. South Los Angeles, Harvard Heights, Pico Union. The driver was reckless, speeding and running red lights. In the Pico Union neighborhood, the driver was driving on the wrong side of the road and ran a red light. When the driver ran another red light, he crashed into a car at the intersection of James M. Wood Boulevard and Alvarado Street in Pico Union. The driver and passenger immediately opened their car doors and fled the scene.
Area. There she is, good, climbing over a fence right there. Now that's an armed robbery suspect. LAPD, the helicopter up overhead, still calling out the locations. We're going to try to keep with it. Well, that's the end of that. Can't keep much with it. There you go. The officers, I didn't even know they were chasing the other ones. Look at them all, just coming out of nowhere. Now there was a crash at an intersection nearby, a major intersection. Those officers now running into this apartment building. That's where things get a little bit dangerous. Not because we can't see it, but because you've got those hallways in there. You've got other silver Lexus that with all the front end damage and the smoke. That is the suspect's vehicle, and it crashed into that innocent car right there. It was a hard T-bone right at that intersection. Hopefully those people are okay. The driver's was a hard T-bone right at that intersection. Hopefully those people are okay. The driver's side door is open. Now LAPD, you can see a couple of those units right there. They did run from their vehicles. Hopefully they took the keys, and of course officers from LAPD are making their way over to this location to secure.
They jumped fences and entered an apartment building near 8th Street and Westlake Avenue. Police surrounded the building while the suspects barricaded themselves inside. At around noon, the passenger was arrested. Police are still searching for the driver.
Violent, and I'm really hoping that that person inside that other car is okay, and that's one of the reasons why these pursuits, we all know they're dangerous, people can get hurt, but these are the reasons why LAPD has those tactics that they do and those policies where they back off. But even when the officers backed off, that vehicle didn't slow down. That vehicle continued to drive very recklessly.